Kart 7. Now, this track has a bit more of a misty look to it, which is always good to have in snow tracks. Additionally, this track even has a glider near the end, which is a bit nicer, and it allows for some shortcuts which allow you to avoid the snowmen. The snowballs also aren't as annoying, and even the random OP item box that gives you stars or triple mushrooms is back too, so that's cool to see. Number 33 is GCN Sherbet Land in Mario Kart 8. Now, this is not only the better Sherbet Land, but it's also the better remake too. This is definitely one of the biggest Mario Kart 8 improvements, which is retros, which seems to be the norm, but especially with this track. See, in the original, if you fell into the cracked ice, you would just be gone, and Wackadoo would have to pick you up. But now, you can drive in an underwater section with jellyfish and that cool-looking cave. Music sounds better, it's even nighttime, the ice isn't as slippy, it's just a good improvement upon the original. Number 32 is GBA Sky Garden in Mario Kart DS. Although the music doesn't sound as good in this version of the track, in my opinion, it's still really cool. You can still see the Luigi blimp, you can still drive on some of the clouds, and going off those ramps is still a bit of fun. That one really powerful shortcut is harder here, but that's alright. It's still a nice track, and definitely one of Mario Kart DS's best retro tracks. Number 31 is N64 Yoshi Valley in Mario Kart 8. This is a huge improvement upon the original track. Not only can you see your position, and not only is it made easier, which in some ways is a good thing since now it's easier to tell your paths, but there's even a glider cannon path, and it's made a bit more obvious what the easier path to take is. It feels a bit more Yoshi looking, and I love the sunset, and it doesn't feel as empty as the original track, which is definitely a good thing. Number 30 is N64 Koopa Beach in Mario Kart 7. Strangely enough, the original track is called Koopa Troopa Beach, but here it's only Koopa Beach, which is a bit weird, but oh well. Now, this track allows you to drive underwater now without losing speed. Additionally, there's a glider shortcut in place above that shell rock, and one where you can drive into the waterfall. So, yeah, it's just a nice improvement upon the original. It didn't take anything away, it's just a really good remake of one of the best Mario Kart 64 tracks. Number 29 is GBA Badger Castle 3 in Mario Kart Wii. The best Badger Castle from the 2D games has an awesome remake here. Not only is there more lightning in the sky, but the road looks a bit more blue. You can now trick off the ramps, which is especially good since there are a lot of them in this track. That rock and guitar remix sounds really cool. There's even a cool shortcut where you go off some of the ramps. It's harder in this version than the original, but it's still pretty cool. You skip a whole U-turn. It's a very nice track, and I always enjoy it. Number 28 is N64 Bowser's Castle in Mario Kart Wii. Definitely isn't one of the best Bowser Castles, but it sees a nice remake here. In this game, the thwomps, although don't really mesh with the colors as well since they're no longer blue but gray, they definitely do look better. The overall tone of the track is a bit more creepy, and because it's wider, it feels more like an actual castle, especially in those opening segments with the red carpet on the ground. Very creepy. I like it. Number 27 is N64 Banshee Boardwalk in Mario Kart DS. This is probably my favorite Mario Kart DS retro track. It's really nice here. It improves upon the original by allowing you to actually see the water this time. Additionally, pulling off the shortcut where you jump over the crack in the road is a bit more fun here, and I do like how they changed those weird-looking bats to swoopers, a well-known Mario bat enemy. It's a nice improvement, and it sounds a bit more rattly in this version, which I do like. You can even hear some ghosts going, ooh. Number 26 is N64 DK's Jungle Parkway in Mario Kart Wii. While this isn't my favorite Mario Kart 64 track in terms of retros, and I do think the original version is better, mainly because you're allowed to do a cave hop at the end, and you have a bit more freedom when it comes to going off that cannon at the start. It still has a nice amount of variety, what with the cave, the bridge, and like I said, the jump at the start. It's a big boat. It looks a bit prettier now with the sunset as well, so it's nice. Number 25 is GCN Yoshi Circuit in Mario Kart 8. The best version of Yoshi Circuit, simply because of all the life it screens. The music is a fantastic remix with all the whistling and whatnot. There's so much detail here, and although you can't do the cape shortcut anymore, it just looks better overall. And there's a bit more freedom of the paths you can take. Mario Kart DS might have stripped this track down, but Mario Kart 8 built it right back up. Number 24 is DS Delfino Square in Mario Kart Wii. Now, although this track still has the problem of not really looking like Isle Delfino, what with its autumn trees and gray buildings, it still was a fun ride. It's not as thin here, which makes it feel less like a city, but it still is pretty nice. You can now trick off that drawbridge near the end, which is pretty cool. There's even a shortcut where if you use some mushrooms at the right point, you can actually go from the before the dock all the way over to that other shortcut in the dirt by the crates. Nice cherry track.